Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz that puts obscure knowledge to the test. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Alex, and this is my partner Suzanne, and we're from Saddleworth.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Alex, this is my mother Elaine, and we're from Swindon.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Sarah, this is my twin Jo, and we're from Kent.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Steve, this is my good friend Tom, and we're from Bournemouth.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. A brain from Mastermind, a body from Master Chef. It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome along. Now, good afternoon to you.
Yes, and to you.
Now, what a show that last
Whoa.
one. Alex and Elaine, welcome back, got through to the head-to-head, where they were beaten by Katie and Neil. And we were playing for £13,500 on the last show.
Yeah.
It was proving very hard to give away the jackpot. All sorts of one-point answers, good categories for people, all that kind of stuff. And Katie and Neil went for green things. They thought, I wonder if there's something interesting behind that. There was like green jacket winners from the Masters. There was songs with green in the title, but there's also stations with green in the title. And Neil's mum lived at Heald Green. And if you haven't heard of it, you are not alone, because nobody had. And they walked away with £13,500, literally by answering the question, Neil, where does your mum live? But, on the plus side, we have a brand new section of the show today, a brand new round.
Oh, I've forgotten about that.
If you get through to the head-to-head, you will witness a chance of bumping the jackpot up a little bit. And I'm going to call it the jackpot jumper for now, because it helps the jackpot jump up.
OK, jackpot jumper.
Yeah.
I like it. OK, thank you very much indeed. Well, as you've gathered, Neil and Katie won the jackpot, so today's jackpot starts off at £1,000. There it is, there. Now, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. As always, it will be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that we were saying goodbye to. So you just have to keep your scores low, and you've got nothing to worry about. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category this afternoon is politics. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many UK Prime Ministers during Elizabeth II's lifetime as they could.
Yep, any UK Prime Minister who's been in office between the 21st of April 1926, when the Queen was born, up to the end of September 2019, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Suzanne, welcome.
Hi.
Great to have you, Suzanne. Tell us all about yourself.
I am a graphic designer, and I come from Saddleworth, and we have 5 children.
That's very nice. What's the range of your children?
We
the
have
age range?
16 to 2.
I feel bad we gave away that jackpot now. It sounds like you could have used it.
It would have come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, family of 7. OK, now, Suzanne.
Yes.
How are we feeling about our question here?
This could be one of my worst topics. But Harold Macmillan?
Harold Macmillan, says Suzanne.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of our 100 people like the idea of Harold Macmillan. It's right. And look at that, down you go to 11. Great start to the round. And indeed the show, Suzanne. Well done.
Well done, Suzanne. 1957 to 63. I like that as well, because normally when people, especially on the first podium, they say, this is my worst subject, you really get a terrible answer, and that wasn't a terrible answer at all. So thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. And now, Elaine, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself.
I'm from Swindon. I work for my brother's accountancy firm as a bookkeeper, part-time.
Yeah. Tell me something surprising that you forgot to tell me last time. Anything about you that'll make me go, ooh.
I foster elephants.
Get out of here.
Wow.
Or, ooh. Seriously?
Yes, there's a place out in Nairobi that look after elephants from when they're newborns to around about 2.5.
That's amazing. How many elephants have you fostered so far?
I foster, between me and my daughter, we foster 5.
Wow. How long? Have you been out there to Nairobi to have a look at them?
Me and my daughter went out 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's when I fostered the first one. And her name was Alari. And
Yeah.
she is now a matriarch of her own wild herd.
Wonderful story. Now, Elaine, I've now got to bring it back to politics. It feels a bit, bit of a shame, really. But what are you going to go for?
James Callahan.
James Callahan, says Elaine. Let's see how many of our 100 people said James Callahan. James Callahan is right. 11 is the only score we have so far, and you stop on 13. Not bad at all.
Yeah, now he was Prime Minister for her Silver Jubilee and for the birth of her first grandchild. That's nice, isn't it? Peter Phillips. So I bet she was often in a good mood when James Callahan went round to see her.
I should think so.
I bet, so they all go round to see her, right, the Prime Ministers?
Yeah.
They'll have a little
A
audience
little-
with the
once a
Queen.
week.
Some of them she must get on better with than others.
Surely.
We can't really talk about it because we'll give
Well,
away
we
answers.
can't, but there must be others where she thinks, ooh,
Oh,
I
that's
heard
nice.
a really good joke. I must remember it so I can tell James
Prime
Callahan.
Minister, yeah.
Yeah. James
Or
Callahan.
Jim Callahan would love that
Jim
joke.
will love that.
Yeah.
He takes her hand and she goes, man! He goes, ah! Hey?
And she says, kill Jim Callahan.
Not really, Jim.
But seriously,
But
kill
seriously, actually do, yeah. Thank you very much indeed. OK. Sarah!
Hello.
I love it when we have identical twins on the show. That's great. Nice of you to dress differently.
Yes.
And
Make it easier
yes.
for you.
Tell us all about yourself, Sarah.
I'm Sarah from Kent. I've got 2 children and I'm a possessions planner for the railway.
A possessions
Planner.
Planner.
So I plan major renewals for the railway. So when it gets closed at weekends,
Yeah.
because it's all being ripped
replacement
up.
bus service. Yeah.
Replacement bus service, because the track's being ripped up,
Yeah.
I plan those major closures.
Wow. Why is it called
So-
possessions planning? Because that sounds fun. Wow. So you
I
have
guess
to
it's
prioritise.
because that's when you have possession of the track as the
Yes.
because otherwise it's in the hands of the train operating companies.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, you're clever. That's very
yes.
clever.
He explained it
There.
much better than I did, obviously.
Yeah. OK, now, Sarah. PMs. Prime Ministers in Queen Elizabeth's lifetime.
Gordon Brown.
OK, Gordon Brown, says Sarah. Let's find out how many people said Gordon Brown. Well, 13 is our high score, 11 is our low. OK. There's your answer.
Yeah, I wonder if she minded him. I bet he was right because I bet he didn't stay long. Do you know what I mean? I bet because
Yes.
he didn't seem to be full of self-importance. So I bet he went along,
Yeah.
said what he needed to say,
I need
and
a
said,
turn.
"I'll be on my way."
I'll be on my way.
Yeah.
OK, now, Steve, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here from Bournemouth.
Yes.
Tell us all about yourself, Steve.
Well, I work as a revenue assurance manager in the telecoms industry. And in between spending lots of time with my 2 sons, I like to go out running.
Ah.
Don't we all?
Yeah, you look quite fit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's quite fit. what sort of runs do you do? Do you do very, very, very long ones?
Yes, yeah. I
Do you
did
do
my
sort of
first London Marathon 2 years ago. Loved it, and I've got the bug ever since. Applied for the next one as well, so hopefully.
Are
fingers
you going to
crossed.
start travelling around the world and doing them everywhere?
Oh, I'd love to. Yeah,
Oh, Steve.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Wow. Now, Steve, who are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to take a little bit of a punt. I'm pretty sure he was Prime Minister. Clement Attlee.
Clement Attlee, says Steve. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Clement Attlee. It's right. Well, 45 is the high score, and you pass it. 11 is the low score, and you pass it. Look at that. 8 for Clement Attlee.
Yeah, he was Prime Minister when the Queen got married to Prince Philip, and when Anne was born, and when Charles was born.
Ah,
That was eventful.
very nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a look at those scores. 8 was the best score of the past, Steve, so very well done to you. Then 11's where we find Suzanne and Alex. Then 13's where we find Elaine and Alex. And then 45, I'm afraid, is where we find Sarah and Joe. So, Joe, who knows what's going to happen? I would like to think a lot of the low-hanging fruit has... Actually, that's not quite true, but we'll see what happens in the next round. Best of luck. Nice low score from you is not going to hurt. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So now, Tom, a warm welcome to Pointless to you.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, Tom.
Hi, yeah, I work for the same telecommunications company as Steve does, as my finance manager. I won't go into the boring details of what that involves.
Oh, go into the boring details.
No,
please.
no.
Oh, OK.
Good part is that I get to go out to India to see some of our teams out there, so that's very interesting to be out there.
Very nice. How often are you out there?
I've been out there 3 times now. So
That's
last time I got to go
exciting.
to the Taj Mahal with some of the team members.
Very nice.
They looked
Lovely.
after me,
Good.
showed me all the right food to eat and all the ones not to eat.
Excellent. It's just what you need.
Exactly.
Now, Tom, you're on 8. If you can score 36 in this here and now, you're straight through to the next round.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about this. This is a bad round for myself as well. I've got a risky one, but a more straightforward one, which I might go for the more straightforward one. Sorry, Steve. I would go with Ted Heath.
Ted Heath, says Tom. OK, here is your red line. Let's see, should you get below this red line with Ted Heath, you would be straight through to round 2. Let's see what happens when we say Ted Heath. Certainly right. Oh, it's looking good, Tom. It is good, Tom. Down goes to 18, taking your total up to 26. Very good indeed.
Well played, Tom. It's been an impressive round so far, hasn't it? Very nicely done.
Yeah. Joe, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Jo, I'm from Kent, and like Sarah, I'm also a possession planner, but for Kent and Sussex as opposed to Anglia. So
You've even gone into identical twin businesses. I mean, that's
have.
extraordinary. Was that just completely by chance?
it was essentially.
Do you find you have a kind of strong feeling, going, gosh, I think she's wanted to close the track down on the 28th?
No. We should do no.
What are your interests, aside from the possessions planning?
I'm a guider, and I'm also a very keen hiker, so I do an awful lot of walking.
A
so,
guider? How often do you do the guiding?
I run a unit once a week, but it's never an hour a week. It's always a lot more than that. And then I also train leaders to walk up mountains and take kids up mountains. So.
Brilliant. Good for you. Now, Joe, you're the high scorers at the moment on 45.
Yes.
We need a low score from you.
I'm afraid you're not going to get one. But, yeah, I'm not very good at politics either, so unfortunately, I'm just going to have to go with John Major.
John Major. OK, well, let's see what happens when we say John Major. There's no red lines. You're the high scorers at the moment. John Major is right. Down goes to 45. Exactly an identical score. Taking your total up to 90. Well, that's impressive.
That is quite spooky.
That is quite spooky,
to be honest. Yeah, he was the first Prime Minister who was younger than the Queen.
Wow.
Yeah. I bet he could probably hold a conversation.
Yeah.
And because he was younger as well, she would maybe kind of, you know, say, do you remember Morecambe and Wise?
Do they just talk about things in politics? Or maybe they just chat about what was on, I don't know, what was on EastEnders?
I bet they do a bit of both.
Do that. I imagine now she probably maybe catches up on a bit of Pointless with them.
Yeah,
Maybe.
or Bake Off.
Yeah, or Bake Off. Thank you very much, Richard. Alex,
Hello.
welcome back to Pointless. Great to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Alex.
I'm from Swindon. I run my own online bookshop, and at the moment, I'm also writing a book.
Oh, you kept that quiet last time. What sort of book is it?
It spans 100 years. It's a bit of a romantic tragedy.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to make people cry.
Oh. Spanning 100 years.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's a saga, several generations? Or,
Yeah, it focuses on one generation, but it's
But it's right the way through. Oh, and it's heartbreaking. Which 100-year period is it?
It goes from 1980 to 2080.
What?
What the?
What?
Well, that's lovely. How far through it are you?
I'm fairly well for it. I'm editing it at the moment.
Well, best of luck with that. Now, Alex, you're on 13, which means 76 or less gets you through. We're looking for anyone who was Prime Minister during the life of Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah. Most of the ones I sort of had were gone. I was going to say Ted Heath. I think I will say Harold Wilson.
OK, Harold Wilson says, Alex, here is your red line. Get below that with Harold Wilson. Round 2 awaits. Very good, Alex. There you go, 19 for Harold Wilson, taking your total up to 32.
Now, I bet she liked him.
I think yes.
In fact, he was one of the few, he used to join them for family picnics in Balmoral.
Yeah.
Harold Wilson, so they must have liked
They
him.
did get on, I think, didn't they?
They play their own version of hide and seek, and I think they used to play it with them.
I'd imagine you'd know where he was on account of his pipe. You go, Harold. Oh, there you are. I don't know
Always
how
have
I
to
found
hide
it.
in the chimney.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Alex D, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you. Tell us all about yourself, Alex.
I'm Alex. I'm a freelance designer. I do a bit of artwork, a bit of collage, and I'm into cooking, into sports like football and running. And I used to be a drummer in a band as well.
Have you still got the drums?
No, I've got children now.
Oh, seriously? Do you no longer even have the drums?
I had to swap them for a child.
Because that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Oh, seriously?
No, I needed nappies and clothes and stuff, so the drums...
So the drums,
I
you need
became
the
a sensible
space, I
adult.
guess. Will you return?
I don't know. You don't want to be an old rocker drummer.
No, I know, but of all
It's
the
not
instruments
cool
to
anymore.
be no, but drummers always fit.
Thank you, Alex.
Now, Alex, what are you going to go for? If you can score 78 or less, you're into round two.
This is the bit where I say I'm not very good at politics and all my answers have been stolen. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to go for a modern one and just hope. So I'll go for David Cameron.
David Cameron. OK. Well, this is exciting. Nice nail-biter to close the round with. There is your red line. Can you get below that with David Cameron? Let's find out. He's right. He's done it. There you are, down to 59. Takes your total up to a lovely round 70. Very well done indeed.
Yeah, he was Prime Minister for William's marriage to Kate and for the birth of their first two children as well. I mean, not strictly speaking what he'll be remembered for, but he was. That's some good answering there. There's a few answers that we haven't had. There's no pointless answers at all here, as you would expect. But of the ones that we didn't get, 10 points for Neville Chamberlain. You'd have got 9 for Anthony Eden. And the best 3 answers, 3 for Stanley Baldwin, 2 for Alec Douglas Hume, and 2 also for Ramsay MacDonald. We avoided Churchill, who would have scored you 46. We avoided the top 4 answers. Boris Johnson, who would have scored you 62. We avoided Margaret Thatcher and Tony Blair, who would have scored you 72. And right at the top, I think this might be the last time she ever tops a poll of like this. Theresa May, who would have scored you 82.
Wow.
I think she's going to suffer a Gordon Brown style fate in terms of when people try and remember our prime ministers.
Yes, thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we're at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and that pair, I'm afraid, is Joe and Sarah. It's been lovely having you here. We'll see you again next time. We'll look forward to it very much. Thanks very much. In the meantime, Joe and Sarah. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. There we are, ruthlessly cut down to 3 pairs, you'll have noticed there. Steve and Tom, very well done, our lowest combined scorers. Steve, our lowest individual scorer, so fantastic work on that far podium. But well done, everyone. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is stage musicals. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns Broadway musicals with 3-word titles. Richard.
People are always asking us for musicals questions, aren't they? And on this one, on each board, we're going to show you the names of 6 Broadway musicals, but we've missed out the 3rd word from each of their titles. You'd also see the year in which they made their Broadway debut. 6 on the first pass, 6 on the second, so 12 in all to have a go at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you supply the missing 3rd word from each of these Broadway musicals? The Pyjama, blank, 1954. Smokey Joe's, blank, 1995. Kiss Me, blank, 1948. My Fair, blank, 1956. The Music, blank, 1957. And Rock of, blank, 2009. I'll read those all again. The Pyjama, blank, 1954. Smokey Joe's, blank, 1995. Kiss Me, blank, 1948. My Fair, blank, 1956. The Music, blank, 1957. Rock of, blank, 2009. There we are. 6 musicals, all with 3-word titles, of which the 3rd word is missing. Suzanne, which of those would you like to go for?
Can I go for Kiss Me, Kate?
Kate, says Suzanne, for Kiss Me, Kate. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that. It's right. That goes down to 63. 63 for Kiss Me, Kate.
It's a Cole Porter musical all about Kate Lauder, the winner of Big Brother.
That's right. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Alex.
I think I know 3 of these, but 2... One is definite, the other 2 are less so. But I think I'm going to go for risk it slightly with Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages, says Alex. Let's see how many of our 100 people got ages for Rock of Ages. It is right. 63, the only score at this point. You pass it. 58, though, pretty close.
Yeah, they made a film of that as well. That's the one with all the sort of US power ballads on it, like Don't Stop Believing and We Built This City, all that kind of stuff.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Tom. Tom, not only is it your turn, it's a board that is all yours. You can fill in all the blanks for us.
OK, there's an obvious one, My Fair Lady. Not sure about the music. Smokey Joe's Cafe. Don't know about that one. But there's something in the back of my mind. Is this one called The Pyjama Game?
Is that the one you want to go for?
I might take that as a risky one.
Pyjama Game. I mean, I'm glad you said it, because that was at the back of my mind too. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Pyjama Game. It is right. Well done, Tom. 63 the high score, 58 the low. You go down to 44.
Well played, Tom. That's set in a pay dispute in a pyjama factory, the Pyjama Game, believe it or not. Let's leave Smokey Joe's, that's the best one on the board. You're quite right about My Fair Lady. A fairly hefty scorer there, 94 points for My Fair Lady. The music...
It's going to be a big one that one should know, but I can't think what
Not really, The Music Man.
Oh, it's Music Man.
Music Man. That would have scored you 25. The best answer on the board, Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would have been the best answer up there. It would have been 13 points. So very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 44, the best score of the past, Tom. Very well done, Tom and Steve. Once again, looking pretty strong. 58 is where we find Alex and Elaine. 63 is where we find Suzanne and Alex D. So, yeah, we're going to come back down the line now. Alex D, you know what we need from you. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 6 more Broadway musicals with 3-word titles up on the board. And once again, we've omitted the 3rd word. Next to blank 2009, a chorus blank 1975, aspects of blank 1990, guys and blank 1950, city of blank 1989, and the lion blank 1997. I will read those again. Next to blank 2009, a chorus blank 1975, aspects of blank 1990, guys and blank 1950, city of blank 1989, and the lion blank 1997. Steve.
Wow. Yeah. Not a great one for me at all. I think I know a couple, and there's possibly a risky one up there. Let's go for the risky one. A chorus line.
A chorus line, says Steve. Here is your red line. Let's see how far down the column we get with a chorus line. Not bad at all. Well done. 43. 87 is your total. 87.
Yeah, another one with a film adaptation and it keeps getting reprised. What do they call it when they bring a musical back?
I think reprised or reprised. I never know how to pronounce that.
Anyway, they do it a lot.
They do it again. Thank you. Now, Elaine, 58 is your score at the moment. 28 or less gets you into the head-to-head at this stage.
2 I definitely know. One of them I've got a hunch about, but I'm not really sure. So I think I will go for Aspects of Love.
Aspects of Love, says Elaine. Here is your red line. Can you get below that with Aspects of Love? Let's find out. It's right. 50. Aspects of Love, 50 takes your total up to 108.
Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, of course, and Michael Ball was the star for the first London run and for the first Broadway run.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Nice for him.
Yeah.
OK, now, Alex, there you are. You're on 63. You have to score 44 or less. There's your board. Talk us through it.
And, of course, if he gets through to the head-to-head, becomes the first people in history to play our special new round.
You don't want to miss out.
Added pressure, thank you.
The jackpot jumper.
They're all calling it the jackpot jumper.
That's why they're all calling it the jackpot. That sounds like a song from Smokey Joe's Cafe.
Yeah.
The jackpot jumper. They're all dancing on the tables. It's brilliant. Alex, can you supply the missing third words from these musicals?
I don't know.
OK, let's have some fun. Talk us through. Let's think of what they might be. I say let's, I mean you. Think of what?
Next to me, next to you, I don't know. Guys and Dolls. City of something. And then The Lion King. I'll go with Guys and Dolls, because I know that's right, and just hope it's the right number.
OK, Guys and Dolls. Here's your red line. Can you get below this red line with Guys and Dolls? Let's find out. 82 for Guys and Dolls, I'm afraid, which takes your total up to 145.
Yeah, there's a couple of big scorers up there. That one and, of course, The Lion King, which would have scored you slightly more, would have scored you 85. The other two are low scorers, though. City of...
Angels.
Angels. A nice low scorer. That would have scored you 13.
We would have accepted Birmingham.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And this last one is a pointless answer, one that put us a prize for drama, and it's next to normal. Very well done if you said that.
Very nice, thank you. OK, well, we are at the end of our second round. We have to say goodbye to another pair, and I'm afraid, Alex and Suzanne, you are that pair. You'll be back, though. You'll be back. See you next time. We'll look forward to it very much indeed. But meantime, thank you very much, Alex and Suzanne. Right, for the remaining two pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Well, congratulations, Steve, Tom, Alex and Elaine. You're now one step closer to the final and playing for today's jackpot. But before we go there, we've got to have a little bit of fun here. We've got a new game. See whether we can boost the jackpot by finding some extra pointless answers.
Be fun, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's just an opportunity to add a little bit of extra money to the jackpot before we play the head-to-head.
Yeah. So here's how it works. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Greek islands as they could. OK, Richard?
Yeah, what we're going to do now, we're going to show you the names of 6 Greek islands. 2 of these are Greek islands which are pointless answers. 2 of these are Greek islands which scored points, and 2 of them are incorrect answers. Each team will have 1 attempt to find one of the pointless answers. If you do, we'll just add £250 to the jackpot. So 2 correct answers, 2 pointless answers, 2 incorrect answers.
OK, here we are. We're looking for Greek islands. Samothrace, Zagorakis, Amorgos, Skiathos, Yeros, and Hydra. There we are. 4 of those are Greek islands. 2 of them aren't. 2 of them are pointless. We come to Steve and Tom first. What are you going to go for?
I think we'd steer clear of Skiathos, because I think that's probably... I'm being drawn to... I'm being drawn towards that as well.
Yeah. Zagorakis. We'll try Zagorakis.
Steve and Tom are going to go for Zagorakis. Let's see if it's right. Let's see if it's pointless. No, bad luck. Not Zagorakis, I'm afraid. Alex and Elaine, what are you going to go for?
Well, we were thinking of Zagorakis.
We've changed our mind.
So I think we are going to go for Euros.
You're going to go for Euros. Let's see if it's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it if it is. No! Well, that went well. Excellent. I'm afraid 2 incorrect answers, and we haven't added anything to the jackpot. There we go.
This has worked beautifully so far. Thank you so much. No one in the history of Jackpot Jumper has ever got a correct answer. Zagorakis, he was the former captain of the Greek football team, now an MEP. And gyros, a Greek foodstuff. In fact, if you think about gyroscope, it means turning, and gyros is essentially a Greek kebab. Oh. There's 2 pointless answers out there. These would have added £250 to the jackpot. Samothrace and Amorgos. Those were the pointless answers. The other 2 would have scored you points. Skiathos would have scored you 6, and you'd have got 4 for Hydra. Listen, we're going to do it again next time anyway, because at some point someone's going to win, and it'll be fun, because we'll add some money to the jackpot.
It will.
You messed it up, but at least you were there at the beginning.
Exactly right. There we are. Now, the jackpot stands at £1,000, but which of you will be playing for it? Let's find out by playing the head-to-head. First pair to win 2 questions. Obviously, we'll be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer. Here is your first question, and it concerns 16th century animals, Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 illustrations now from a 16th century book about animals. Can you tell us what animals these are, please? We're going to show you alternate letters as well.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 16th century animals. Here they come. We have got A, B, A, E. B, E, Y, T, A, M, N, O, S. C, A, P, N, I, E. D, W, S, N. And E, P, R, U, I, E. There we go. 5 16th century animals. Steve and Tom, you'll go first.
Yeah, let's go with the A or
A or E.
Do you want to go?
A.
Yeah, go on.
Or beaver for A.
OK, you're going to go for beaver for A. Now then, Alex and Elaine, do you want to talk us through the rest of that board?
Yes. E is porcupine. Not sure on D. C, we think, is an alpine ibex. Yeah? Is that what you said? Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but B, I think, is an Egyptian mongoose.
That's what you're going to go for, is it?
We're going to go with B, Egyptian mongoose.
B, Egyptian mongoose. So we have beaver and Egyptian mongoose. Steve and Tom said beaver. Let's see how many of our 100 people got that for A. It's right. 58 for beaver. Alex and Elaine, meanwhile, have gone for B, Egyptian mongoose. Let's see how many people got Egyptian mongoose. It's right. Very well done indeed. That wins you the point. And down it. Oh, it's a great answer. Down to 2. Very well done indeed, Alex and Elaine. After one question, you're up 1-0.
You're quite right as well about the alpine ibex. Scored you a few more points, would have scored you 13. You were right about the porcupine as well. It's the biggest scorer on the board, though. That would have scored 62. And the best answer on the board is this, and it's the weasant. And it's essentially the European bison. That's what you see in a lot of cave paintings, the European bison or the weasant. And weasant would have scored you 1. That's some recent history for you there.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, here comes your second question. Steve and Tom, you have to win this one, stay in the game, so good luck. Our second question today is all about boots, Richard.
5 clues now to things about or relating to boots.
There we go. Let's reveal our 5 clues, and here they come. We have got US singer who had a UK #1 in 1966 with These Boots Are Made for Walking. European country often described as being shaped like a boot. William Boot is mistakenly dispatched to Ishmaelia in this 1938 novel by Evelyn Waugh. By name, meaning little boot, given to the Roman emperor born Gaius Caesar. And Boots the monkey is the best friend of this children's television character. I'll read those one last time. US singer who had a UK #1 in 1966 with These Boots Are Made for Walking. European country often described as being shaped like a boot. William Boot is mistakenly dispatched to Ishmaelia in this 1938 novel by Evelyn Waugh. By name, meaning little boot, given to the Roman emperor born Gaius Caesar. And Boots the monkey is the best friend of this children's television character. There we are. Alex and Elaine will go first.
I only know 2.
That's the only 2 I know.
I think, yeah. So I go the first one.
Yes.
Yeah, so we are going to go with the US singer and say Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra. Say Alex and Elaine. Now, Steve and Tom, over to you.
What about the Caesar?
Talk us through the board.
I wish we could. Yeah.
We were going for that.
European countries, Italy. Novels. Oh, that's a difficult one. Little boot given to the Roman emperor.
Have to be Italy, wouldn't it?
I think we're going to have to go for Italy. Yeah.
Italy. So we have Nancy Sinatra and we have Italy. Alex and Elaine said Nancy Sinatra for These Boots Are Made for Walking. How many of our 100 got that? It's right. Down it goes to 50. Steve and Tom, meanwhile, have gone for Italy, the country shaped like a boot. Let's see how many of our 100 got that. Italy is right. It's a high one, 83. Very well done indeed, Alex and Elaine. After only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final 2-0.
Let's fill in the rest of these, shall we? Do you know the Boots the Monkey one?
No.
It's Dora the Explorer.
Ah.
Would have scored you
That's
11.
nice.
Do you know the Little Boot? Caligula.
Ah.
Apparently.
There you go.
That would have scored 6. I bet you know this novel, though. It's one of my favourite novels of all time.
Scoop.
Scoop, yeah. And it's a pointless answer, so very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round. Steve and Tom, I'm afraid it is you. You've been amazing. You've been our golden couple. But we are seeing you next time, which is great news. Thanks very much in the meantime, Steve and Tom. Right, for Alex and Elaine, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, Alex and Elaine. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy.
Yay.
You now have a chance to win our Pointless Jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing resolutely at £1,000. But this is interesting. You are the 3rd non-golden couple to have gone through to the final 2-0 consecutively. What about that?
Wow.
Now, what do you want to see come up in this last round?
Royalty for me.
Yeah, TV for me. Like 90s TV is quite strong for me.
Or EastEnders.
Or EastEnders. Good at EastEnders.
OK. Well, let's see what today's selection looks like. Let's hope there's something up here you feel like having a stab at. We have got 1950s British film comedies, rap music, sailing, Johann Sebastian Bach.
Well, you like your rap music, don't you?
I have no idea on rap music.
Probably
Well,
the
1950s comedies will probably be actors in certain films, so we could possibly
do that.
guess at
I
a
think
few
that might be
actors.
I think we're going to go for 1950s British film comedies.
OK.
OK, very best of luck. We're looking for anyone, according to IMDb, who is credited with appearing in any of these British film comedies of the 1950s. Cast of the Tipfield Thunderbolt, cast of the Bells of St Trinians, or the cast of Private's Progress. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win the jackpot is for one of your answers to be pointless. You don't have to answer all 3 categories. Focus on whichever ones you like the look of. Are you ready? Yes. Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
I don't know any of those.
Right. Bells of St Trinians. I know George Cole was in it.
Right.
But he doubt very much of his pointless, and I'm trying to think who the headmistress was. She
wasn't.
But
I'm thinking Maggie Smith, but that was
no. But
that was Miss Brodie.
what's some of the old lady that or the older actress that played Miss Marple? Hickson, Joan Hickson.
Joan Hickson.
I would possibly guess that somebody like her.
So let's say her. Do you want to say Joan Hickson? Do you want to say
George Cole? And think of another. Angela Lansbury in something. She's an older actress.
Yeah, she could have been in the Titfield Thunderbolt. Don't know.
10 seconds left.
Sounds like a. I know,
Or
sounds
the
like
Private's Progress.
Private's Progress.
What about John the Measurer?
Okay, let's do a thing for Private's Progress. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
OK, that's your time up. Sounds like you've agreed on your 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
Well, we've got 3 answers. We've got George Cole for the Bells of St Trinians.
George Cole.
We've got Joan Hickson for the Bells of St Trinians.
Joan Hickson.
And for Private's Progress, we've gone for John Le Mesurier.
John Le Mesurier. OK. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Probably Joan Hickson, do you think?
Yeah, we'll go
Let's
Joan
put Joan Hickson last.
Hickson.
Least likely to be pointless?
Probably John Le Mesurier.
John Le Mesurier, and we pop
Yeah.
George Cole in the middle. OK, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got John Le Mesurier, George Cole, and Joan Hickson. 3 answers there. Any one of those could turn out to be pointless. You never know. What would you like to do with your £1,000 jackpot if you were to win? Alex?
I'm hoping to be able to open a physical bookshop, so just move off of the internet and into a shop, so it would go towards that.
Very nice indeed. Elaine, how about you?
My money would probably go to help him.
Oh, very nice indeed. OK, well, very best of luck. What a noble endeavour that would be. John Le Mesurier is your first answer. In this case, we were looking for anyone in the cast of The Private's Progress. John Le Mesurier, let's find out. If he's pointless, he will win you £1,000. Was he in Private's Progress? How many people said it? Oh, right.
Wow.
Wow, OK, there we go. Sit up and take this seriously. John Le Mesurier now take us down in single figures. Still going down with John Le Mesurier, still going down to 2. Oh, that's exciting. Wow. See, the great thing, the repertory for those films was such a small one, wasn't it? Anyway, George Cole is your next answer. George Cole, in this case, we're looking for anyone from the Bells of St. Trinian's. If George Cole is pointless, £1,000 is yours. So how many people said George Cole? George Cole is also correct. As you suspected, John Le Mesurier took us all the way down to 2. George Cole now takes us down through the 30s into the 20s to 21. OK, 21 for George Cole. Your third and final answer is Joan Hickson. This is an inspired answer. Do you know that, or is it something, a name you just felt it was probably possible?
It's an actress that I know is from the 50s.
There we are. Well, let's find out. We're looking again for cast members of the Bells of St. Trinian's. Is Joan Hickson right? And if she is, how many of our 100 people said it? For £1,000, is she pointless? No, bad luck. Well, very well done. You did incredibly well there. John Le Mesurier very nearly winning the jackpot for you there out of the blue, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer, so you don't win the jackpot, but you do get to take home today's pointless trophy, so very well done for that.
Yeah, it was a valiant effort on a tough category, that. Well done. Let's start with the Titfield Thunderbolt, shall we? The big scorers here, Stanley Holloway, Sid James is in it, John Gregson as well, but there's some pointless answers up there. Edie Martin, Ewan Roberts, feel free to take a look. There you go. Let's move on to the Bells of St. Trinian's. Some famous names here. Beryl Reid is in the Bells of St. Trinian's. Irene Handel as well, Hermione Baddeley, and Eric Pullman. Now, quite often I get bits of paper here where the verifiers, especially in this final round, have said why you can take certain answers and not take certain other answers, that sort of thing. There's usually a little grey area somewhere. And they've added a note here saying, although he gets an acting credit, we will not accept Windsor Cottage because he's a horse. And The Private's Progress is Ian Bannon, Kenneth Griffith, Michael Trubshaw, Miles Mallison as well. Dennis Price and Ian Carmichael and Terry Thomas were the big scorers there. Also, Richard Attenborough's in that, and William Hartnell as well, all scored points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you very much, Alex and Elaine. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.